All right, just making everybody sure to do a sound check here, make sure everybody can hear us.
How's everybody doing this evening? I have Sam England and Dave Huckabee here tonight, and they're going to be sharing some of their e-commerce business secrets with you guys. And I highly recommend to listen up and to take some notes with what they are doing, because these guys really know what they're talking about. If you don't know Sam England already, he's been the co-host of the Warrior event in Raleigh for the last many years, and this guy is also really active with his e-commerce businesses as well. And he's put together everything that he knows and wants to share it with you guys this evening.
Cool.
Sam or Dave, over to you guys.
Okay, appreciate it, Brian.
Great.
Thanks for everybody for coming out. I know you guys taking your time out to to listen to us and learn some things tonight. So I want to thank you guys for coming out. Taking your time. We'll keep this about hour and 15 minutes, 20, something like that. We want to get Q&A and stuff in here, so for you guys, you can ask questions and stuff from what you learned today, right? And one thing I do guarantee is you guys are going to learn some cool things and some really new things about e-commerce you've never seen before. And guarantee you're going to see some, you'll have some aha moments, and you're like, wow, I can't believe it. It's that easy. But get out a pen and paper, guys, and take notes. So that's one thing you want to do, is take some notes, and we'll run through it, to where you guys can absorb what we're going to teach you guys tonight easily, right? So
exactly. We'll try and strike a balance between having you feel like you're drinking from a fire hose and still giving you what you need to know.
So everybody can hear us here. It says see Robin and Perry and Michael and Chas and Cindy, Sam, Felton, hey Joan. So you guys can hear us fine, great. So we'll get started. We'll teach you guys tonight the 5 keys to running a successful e-commerce business. When you buy e-commerce, guys, is Amazon, eBay, having your own websites and stuff. Plus, you guys are going to learn about a priority software we use to find hot selling products that give us massive return on investments, which is ROIs. And it does give us massive competitive edge over our competition. You guys will love this. Your mouth will drop, because there's nobody else has software out there like this, guarantee it. Adobe Airsoft, I'm going to show you guys how it runs. Really cool stuff, guys. I've got 2 pieces of software. One of them just really amazes me. So you guys are excited to learn how to get, create a 6-figure e-commerce business today? Let's see if you guys got it. Yeah, hi, yes, sir. Cool. Thanks, guys. Hey, Perry, Joe, Peter, Gunny, Michael, Ruben. Thanks, guys. She's so cute, isn't she? I did that because Dave just loves to real grandbabies. Yep. So
well, they all said today? Yes, so now you got to deliver.
Yep, right. What you guys will learn in today's presentation, we'll show you guys some other e-commerce businesses started by other people just like you guys. Really easy stuff. Like I always like to say that success in any business, doesn't have to be e-commerce business, it has no discrimination, guys, because anybody can do e-commerce, and you really put your mind to it, right? So we're going to show you a couple websites that's pretty cool. 5 keys to a successful e-commerce business, and we're going to show you all the 5 keys and explain to them, guys, exactly what they are. We're going to show you 2 exclusive pieces of software that automate the product prospecting and increase your profits. It's you always have to have software, guys, in your business to add a little advantage, a little edge against your competition. And what we have is 2 really cool pieces of software that shows you some hot sellers right off the bat. It'll show you hot sellers, and you guys your mouth will drop when you see it. The most effective formula for starting your own e-commerce business. It's one piece that you guys need to remember. So how you can learn all the strategies to build your own e-commerce business. So we're going to show you some strategies how you can do it quickly. And that's the thing, guys. You don't want to start off like I did years ago. Talk about myself for a minute. I'm Sam England, of course. I've been doing e-commerce since 2003, and when I started off, there was nothing out there really showing you how to do it, and I had to learn myself, right? And I really didn't meet anybody online until like 2007, so I really just did this in the dark and learned how to do it and learn how to do it effectively. I've done a lot of info products. I've got 3 dozen websites to this day I still run. I do info products, and like Ryan said, I do the Warrior Form events. We're not doing any more. I've done 5 of them with my partner. Dave, on the other hand, he's a dinosaur. He's been doing this stuff since 1997. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Dave.
Well, to start with, I'm a brontosaurus, but I'm trying to lose weight. I started doing this back in '97, Well, my 12-year-old son designed our first website, and we put some products up on it, and lo and behold, people actually found the damn thing and started buying stuff, and bought the company I was working for in '99, shut down the travel and salesman and the personal selling part of it, went full e-commerce, and just really have never looked back. We've got 4 large main sites and maybe half a dozen smaller ones, more niche product type sites that we run nowadays. And I don't know, I don't want to do anything else. I can't even picture doing anything else. I like sitting here in my pajamas making money and not having a boss and not having a commute.
I was thinking about that a while ago, Dave, and we'll talk about why choose e-commerce. And I was thinking about that earlier sitting here, and I had a pair of old shorts on because, you know, in the wintertime I wear jogging pants or something, right, and socks, but I had some old shorts on, and they was this rat hole eat up shorts. I mean, just strings hanging off of them, and I mean holes in places that shouldn't be holes, right?
Wait a minute, so what is our pitch here? Do e-commerce and live like a hobo?
Yeah, well, pretty well, right? Predictable, sustainable, guys. It is a good business, right? You work from home. I mean, some people choose to have an office. I don't like to have an office. I like to work from home because that's what it's all about, right? Choosing your own time and stuff, right? But e-commerce is predictable and sustainable, guys. I've been doing it for years. I've never had a site slapped by Google. I've never been slapped by Panda or Penguins or Godzilla or Gorilla or whatever all these different things they come out with. But it is predictable and sustainable. Some niches will come and go. It depends on the niche. But if you pick a good niche, guys, you can stick with it, and you can ramp up and sub-niche it and do a lot of different things within niches, right? Google loves e-commerce websites. Like I said, I've never been slapped, right?
I'm still running the very first website we started in '97. I'm still selling the same products off of it.
Yep. Mine, I'm running the one I built, my first one too. I'm still running it. Actually, it's in the collegiate. We'll talk about collegiate stuff and sports and licensing stuff here in a little bit, guys. But when I first started doing college stuff, selling NFL and college stuff on, I still have a big website. So actually, that's about 20,000 products on it. It was a lot larger at one time, but I want to talk about licensing stuff too. I want to throw that in there, guys. I really want to talk about one of my niches, but then I want to let all my niches go, right? And some of my sub niches, right? Once your site is set up, guys, it'll sell for you 24/7. Now we're going to talk about Amazon, guys, here and eBay and stuff. I know a lot of you guys like the amazing selling machine. Everybody's talking about Amazon. Everybody's talking about Amazon. Yeah, Amazon is a good place to sell products, but that's not the only place, guys. For one, you really need to have your own websites, and that is very, very important, guys, because you have full control of it. And we're going to talk about that. You need to have your own websites, guys, and build a network of them. It's really easy stuff to do. But once you have it set up, guys, it sells for you 24/7. I rarely do any updates or anything on my sites. Do database backups and stuff like that. You can start making money right away, and I'll show you an example. We even actually got a guy in one of our groups that just did it last week. Threw his site up and started making some money. He said, I can't figure out where getting sales from, but he's happy, right? But you can start making money right away. And this is on his own website we're talking about. You can instantly, eBay or Amazon, start raking in the money pretty quick. You can work from anywhere. If you've got a laptop and internet connection, guys, you can literally work anywhere. I've been on vacation and took my laptop with me and, check in, from time to time while I'm on vacation, and you'll see the money come in. So that's what's cool about it. You can work from anywhere, really. Work from home, work across the country, or whatever with the e-commerce business. Choose your own hours. Of course, we talked about that. That's fun. I know I can get up. I'm an early riser. I like to get up early. And I usually work most of the day. I work my share of my hours because I like to. I do different things. I got more than one business. But as far as the e-commerce business, I don't spend a whole lot of time in it because I pretty well got it where it's just automated, right? But you choose your own hours, guys. So if you want to work on nights, you want to work days, well, during the day, whatever. So that's what cool part about it. And build your first site, then, guys, and clone it and create your own online empire. What I'm talking about is taking over the first page of Google. Me and Dave done a lot of different things and a lot of different ideas. We've shared and done some stuff that's really wicked about taking over. Like, I've got some of my niches, guys. I got like 5 or 6 different websites on the first page of Google for that, and they're different websites. I'm not talking about the same websites on the first page of Google for it. So for the particular keywords and niche products, right? So I like to go over and take over when I find something that's really selling well, and it's easy for me to take over, right? Guys, to be successful in e-commerce, you need niche research. That's where you find hot-selling products. That's very, very key, right? You need to find hot-selling products. Which what's the use of selling something everybody else is selling, right? You need reliable manufacturer suppliers to supply the products so you ship them out to your customers or supply them to you to ship out. It depends on how you want to do it. If you want to drop ship, then you want to find a supplier that'll drop ship for you. If you want to buy the products and warehouse them, then that's something you can do. But I don't recommend that. It's not what me and Dave like to do. I like the manufacturer to handle all the products and all the warehousing for me, so I don't have to pay none of that, right? So you need third-party marketing. So not only do you need your own websites, guys, you need to be playing on Amazon and eBay. I always like to say, if you can't beat them, join them. Right, Dave?
That's exactly right. And when you have your product on Amazon and eBay, that's just another slot in the search engine results that belongs to you.
Yep, exactly. I sell a lot of products on my own websites, guys, for like $79, and I'll throw them up on Amazon for $99. I sell quite a few of them. Same product, because people feel safe to just shop on Amazon. eBay, not as much these days. If I've got some products I want to turn out real fast and cheap, then I'll throw them on eBay, especially like Christmas time. I do a lot of eBay stuff because I sell Christmas ornaments and all that kind of stuff. I'll buy them for like, a dime, 15 cents a piece, and blow them out for a few bucks, right? And sell a whole lot of them. You need a website that accepts payments, guys, PayPal or a credit card processing. You don't have to, and I hear a lot of people say, well, I don't have a credit card processing. Guys, you can have a website set up and just accept PayPal payments. Now, back in the day, wasn't so true because not many people use PayPal, and I did a lot of testing on this. And what I found out about 2.5 years ago or so, a lot of people I started doing some testing on a few of my sites and give them the option to use PayPal or credit card. And I guarantee 30%, maybe 35% of my business now is all PayPal payments, guys, at least. So people's, hip now with PayPal. So you don't have to have a payment processing, a credit card payment processing to get started. So you can just use PayPal.
And
right?
the other thing is that if you set your PayPal gateway up properly, you can accept credit cards through PayPal.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that doesn't restrict you at all, not having a processor, if you don't want to go that direction.
So don't never let that scare you. I've seen people, and actually we're going to show you an example here, a guy that's talking about that. Traffic generation strategy. So you need either do some basic SEO, which is my expertise. I'm not an SEO expert or nothing, but I like to get just organic SEO to my sites. I do very rarely do any traffic generations with AdWords or anything like that, guys. I just started doing some stuff recently, last couple of months, but I hadn't done that in years. I like to do a little basic SEO stuff and just knock it out, right? Knock it out of the park. So you still do, a lot of people like to do Facebook, and we talk a lot about Facebook and stuff too. So you need a traffic generation strategy. That's very important. You need software to help you along the way, guys. You need some, whether it be QuickBooks, which some kind of accounting software for your accountant, and just little things, right? Ninja stuff to help you find hot-selling products, SEO tools, stuff like that. That's what we're talking about. Small tools that just help you along the way, guys. You can't do stuff on your own and do it quick enough because you just eat up all your time, right? So we're going to give you an example of this one website, guys. It's called diamondcandles.com, right? They had a unique idea and they executed it, right? Started with just one guy. It's still a family-run business. They use BigCommerce. That's one thing that Dave uses BigCommerce.
I love it. I have multiple sites on that platform. It works great and it never goes down.
Right. And like I said, anybody can use it within a few hours, right? So it's literally
exactly right.
Just set it up and start clicking and dragging things over in it, right? Crushing it. So we check out the rankings here, guys. So let me pull up the rankings here real quick. He made his own product category, so we put the rankings up here. I want to pull this website, if you guys don't mind, here for a second. Let me go ahead and find the link, okay, and Diamond Candles, okay? Take a look at the website real quick, and this is what this website is. They've got free economy shipping, which is really smart. They have a cart button up here. One thing I don't see that they should have up here is a 1-800 number. I'm really hard on people. I like to have 1-800 numbers on top because it gives people security, right? Always gives people security. They shop with you and they always call.
Even if it's just going to go to an answer machine, people like knowing they have someone to call.
Exactly, right? Okay, go ahead and pull this over here. Look at the stats here. Dave, let's look at their Diamond Candles,
yep.
#1 position, guys. Look at the traffic they get from this.
These people are making. He's probably taking home $500,000 a year. This guy is crushing it. And the one thing you notice too, looking at that, this is just a capture from SEMrush, which is a tool that I use to actually spy on my competition as well as keep track of how my own websites are doing. And you can see, look at those keywords. He's created his own product category. Mm-hmm. And this is the power of an idea followed up with execution.
And what he sells is a candle, guys. You put a ring in a candle, right? So you see
Exactly,
right
and a lot of these candles have got just little plastic cheap things in them, but every once in a while he sticks a really nice ring in there.
Yep, 10 to 5,000 rings, $5,000 rings and candles, right? So diamond candles, guys. Example 2 is discount juicers. You guys are going to love this one. Common products, right? Easy to find, manufacturers are easy, smeezy. You're going to look at the site here in a minute, you're going to laugh your rear end off. All of us could do this with WordPress, Shopify, or BigCommerce. So easy, it's not even funny. A monkey could do it. Still making money and ranking since '98, almost as old as Dave.
Yeah, and it looks like it has been updated since then too, but it's still rocking.
And guys, we can teach how to make a site only better than this. But look at this site here. It's just this pitiful, ugly. It's 1998 for sure, right, Dave?
Absolutely. That's a very sophisticated use of white space.
Yes, it is. And non-center, right?
Yeah, but you know what? It's still up. It's still live, and you can still buy stuff, and apparently people do, and he's still ranking. The Google bot doesn't give a damn what your site looks like.
Yep,
it's just an algorithm. It can't see it, so you don't have to worry about making the perfect, most beautiful site in the world. What you got to worry about is taking action and getting something up there for Google to eat.
Yeah, I'm looking
and
at
that's
his
what
keywords.
this guy's done.
I'm looking at his keywords here and see what he's going for, right? This is a good way to look at your competition, guys. You can always just right-click their page. Most websites you can, and use the page sorts and get just an idea of what stuff he's going after, right? A lot of different keywords here. And this is very important, guys. Some people said, oh, you don't have to put keywords in your site. BS. I think you should. And it's simple stuff. You know, just get from competition to steal theirs, right?
That's right.
But
I actually like that site a lot. Because I picture that guy just sitting at home and just, counting the money.
Right. Look here, guys.
He hasn't spent a penny on site development in, over a decade. He doesn't care.
Yep. So look here, guys. Juicers. Position number 14, which is second page, 4 down, but still guarantees getting traffic from that. But discount juicers, number 1. The importance of buying a keyword-rich domain name, like I like to talk about, right? Let's look at this. Let's look at this real quick, guys. I want to show you this. I like doing this too. It's a cool little trick, guys. So he got discount juicers, which is it's pretty well. It doesn't guarantee you'll get on page. You're gonna be number 1 for discount juicers, guys. It doesn't mean that, but a lot of times that you can do it. I've got some domains that's really good. I can't get them ranked for God knows what reason why, and it's really rich keyword domains and spot on too. And this have problems getting it ranked, but most of the time I do get them ranked. Let's show you how to do that, right? Let's go here and pull a site up. I'll just put my browser over here because I don't want to some of my stuff to pop up here, right? I like to get my stuff in domain cheapsters, guys. You can buy domains, whatever, right? Where's the thing at for domains? Cheap registration. Here we go. And you don't have to use domain cheapsters, guys. I mean, this is one I like to use, right? Private registration domain name. I don't want to do that. Well, I'll just go ahead and log in real quick. How about that? Member login. I'll log in. And I'll go ahead and pull it over here, guys, real quick. And I'll show you a cool little trick. You guys are going to like this. I've been teaching this for years, and not a lot of people use it. Take advantage of it. Don't know why. But pull back over here real quick. And and I want to register a domain. So we know for a fact, I know, right? We know for a fact that this domain is taken, right? So I like discount juicers. This is a cool little trick, guys. You can get ranked really quickly for like this. Discount juicers, right? Just put online behind it. This works really good, guys. I've done this for a lot. And I get ranked pretty quickly doing this technique, right? If somebody's got a domain, it's discount juicers, right? Sorry, it's so that was taken. So I'll try discount juicers store, right? I'm gonna try store. So it's 2 things I like to use, guys, is store and online behind it, and you can get ranked pretty quickly. There you go. So I could grab that right there, and I could probably get ranked pretty quickly, right in the area where he's on the first page of Google if we really wanted to. And think about there's a lot of domains out there, guys. It's the same way. I mean, not many people use this. I like to use the more online behind it. It seems to work better for me, but store also works too. So remember that, guys. I hope you're taking notes and remember this, because if a domain's taken, but you like the name and you really like to get into that, and you're like, can't think of a name, you're not going to say Joe Bob's Discount Juicers or something like that, right, Dave? Stupid.
That's right. And it's not just, you could be Depot, online, store.
Sure.
you know,
That's
center.
good. That's good, Dave.
Whatever
That's
you want to
perfect, man.
use.
I'm going to note that. You're smart, man. I keep telling you this, you're smarter than the average bear. Right? Depot,
Yeah.
that's a good one. I'm going to put that note there. And center. I don't know about center.
Depot, center. Well, center maybe not. Depot for sure.
Yeah, depot sounds good. It does. I did note that, so I'll remember that. But that's a good tip, guys. I've been teaching that for years, and it works really good for me. And try it out next time. You want to see, you say, God, I wish I had that domain name. Well, you don't have to have a domain name. Get that domain name, musicalgadgetsstore.com, musicalgadgetsonline.com. I've done all kinds of different ones like this, guys, and I get ranked real easy. So that's a good tip. Hope you guys remember that. You take notes, and always remember that, guys, because people say keyword-rich domain names don't rank. Bull. Yes, almost all my stores are this way, guys. So keep that in mind. Always keep that in mind. And I hope you got something out of that, right? Because that's a golden tip, guys. And I've seen some other people been using that. You've seen some I had online. I've been teaching that for a while. Some people are catching on now. So hey, they're smart, right? So you guys are ready to learn the 5 keys of running a successful business, e-commerce business. Told you we're gonna show you the 5 keys, right? That's what we said at the beginning. So let's see some yeses here. I see some people talking .com. Peter, say I don't like .org, .net, nothing like that. So we'll do Q&A at the end, guys. But I did want to throw that out real quick. I do not like mine .net, .org, or whoever, .us. I like .com. Okay. So can't get .com. I won't buy it. Okay. So ready? Okay, guys. Let's get to number 1. Yes, yes, yes. You guys are ready. I keep seeing all the yeses. Yes. This is Dave's favorite pressure washer. Have you bought one, Dave?
No, but then I'm pretty lazy.
Actually.
See, if I buy one, then she'll look at me with that funny look until I actually take it out and wash something with it. As long as I'm just looking at it, I'm safe.
What we're showing you here, guys, is a product on Amazon. It has a lot of reviews, right? Look at the reviews here. And really, the honest God's truth, I bet this guy sold 10,000 of them, 8 or 10,000 of them. You know, there's not many people, not everybody leaves reviews. Very few people really leave reviews, guys. So he probably sold 8 or 10,000 of these things. Good price point, right? And you know, 162.05, and you know, good little product, right? And we're going to actually, me and Dave, you know, seen this product on some of the top sellers and stuff on Amazon. It's some of the top sellers in the top 100. Been there for a long time, and by the reviews you can tell, right? Finding it, hot niche products, guys. You got to find the market first, then you find the product. A lot of people say you got to find the product, and then you find a manufacturer, which is the wrong way to go, right? So if you do it the other way around, you guys make a big, costly mistake, time mistake, a lot of headaches, pulling your hair out, guys. There's thousands of niches, not millions, just millions of niches. So it's not it's not really that difficult to locate the market, right? So you got to find the market first, and you find or create a specific product that market wants or will pay for. I like products, guys, that people are looking for. That way, you know, you don't have problems with refunds and stuff, and a lot of hate. Only time you have problem with refunds is when somebody has something broken or something like that, which is pretty rare in most cases these days. But you want the price of bringing enough product makes you worth selling online, guys. So you want to make it worth your time, right? And you want to know your target audience. So if there's a market for it, and you know there's a target audience, you find the product and you find the manufacturer to supply you the product, or you have it imported yourself. Just two different options there, right? Make sure your target market has repeat customers, guys. That's the best customer, the one that already knows you, right? Is it a seasonal niche product? And that's where we come back to, you know, is it a target a repeat customer, guys? And this is why I like seasonal niche products like Christmas ornaments, Halloween costumes, etc. I've been in the Christmas. I got a couple Christmas sites, guys, and I actually sell a lot of stuff on Amazon and eBay at Christmas time too. But I've got my own Christmas sites, and to be honest with you, I still sell ornaments and Christmas tree garlands. Me and Dave was talking about that last week.
I know you do, and that just kills me because I've seen some of your sites, and I would think that no one would even go there except maybe October and November. But
yeah, it's not a whole
it's just
ton
amazing.
of them. But,
people buy stuff all the time, all kinds of stuff.
Yep, I'm not selling a ton of them, but I'm selling, you know, a couple, 2 or 3 weeks, and it's not bad, you know. People still buy stuff year-round, guys, so don't think, you know, you can't sell Christmas stuff throughout the year. But is it a seasonal product, then you have repeat customers, guys. So I like seasonal stuff. You can cash in a lot of money during the holidays, guys. Competition is good. It always shows you the market. But know your competition and research them beforehand. So you see the competitors, like I was looking, I put that domain in there, right? Well, I would look at that keywords that he's going for, and I look at all the competition on the first page, right? And know who they are. avoid product that everybody in the world is trying to sell. So don't try to sell commodities, guys. What's commodity, Dave?
Commodity is something that's the same no matter where you buy it. Flour is a commodity. Oatmeal.
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper, yeah, paper
Toothpaste.
towels.
Yeah, hair
Coffee
brushes.
filters.
Yeah. So you don't want
The
to
reason you don't want to sell them is they don't have any margin, and there's why.
There's why.
If you could buy it at Walmart, Walmart puts so much pressure on their suppliers, they're always going to be cheaper.
Yep. I have dealt with manufacturers, and then they get a big contract, I guess, with Walmart, and it so happened to be a Walmart and see their products there, and I like instantly when I get home the next day, I'll take your stuff off. I quit selling those products. I'm not going to compete. I can't. I just stopped selling the products. There's no use in trying to compete at all. I try to concentrate on more expensive products, guys. So don't limit your profits. Don't sell products that are hats. Like I'm telling you guys before, I was in the collegiate industry. I mean, selling collegiate NFL stuff. And when I found out that I was selling, plastic shot glasses, musical toothbrushes, hats, jerseys, shirts, and all that kind of stuff, sure, I was selling a crap ton of them, but guess what? I was working myself to death for a 50 cents, dollar profit, $1.50 profit. It was nuts. I was selling tons.
Yeah.
I mean, I literally couldn't sleep at night. I just sit there and run orders all day and night, and never get any rest, and it just drove me nuts, right?
No, it takes the same amount of time to process and take care of a customer, process his order, if he's bought something that costs $10 or bought something that costs $1,000.
Went from a website.
And,
go ahead.
don't think just because stuff is expensive that people won't buy it. I have one particular hobby product. Nobody needs this product. Believe me, it's a guy product. It's hobby. It's the only difference between men and boys is the price of the toys. And this thing costs $629. I've sold 2 of them in the last 36 hours.
Wow.
People buy them. Don't decide for other people what's expensive, because you'd be surprised, man. People will buy just about anything.
Well, I sell. I was going to actually do a snapshot earlier. One of my products. I'm going to show you. I wasn't going to show the website, but I'm going to show you the product, and it's a train horn, guys, on one of my websites. And I've got one at $1,675. Another one's $2,200. Right? I don't sell a shit ton of them, but I sell like 1 to 2 a month. But the profit margins on each one is like 5 to 6. One of them's $375. The other one's like $560 profit off one sale.
Oh, that's a nice price point.
And people buy. That's like he said. Boys like toys, right?
Yep.
And kids like that kind of stuff. It's really big on YouTube and stuff. You see a lot of people doing it, scaring the hell out of people with train horns. But yeah, so be it. I'll sell it to them. I care less, right? One thing is, don't give up, guys. Find hot niches. Take advantage of the resources you have on the internet. Like I said before, when me and Dave started, we didn't have all the resources and the stuff that you guys have these days. You guys just got it made. I mean, seriously, if you can't be successful online and make some decent money, either part-time money or full-time money, then you shouldn't be on the internet. You should be doing something else. But the resources are out there for you guys. I mean, seriously, don't give up. You guys heard so many success stories that people say, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't." Yeah, wrong.
You can do it.
Yep.
This is the product I was just talking about. This is a toy, guys. Look at the date on that order. I've sold hundreds of these things, hundreds of them. Here's a guy that paid with PayPal. I didn't have to have a credit. I do have one. I didn't have to have one for this site. And they just come and they just pump these things in the shopping cart and out they go.
What's your profit margin on something like that, Dave?
30%.
30%. It's not bad, guys.
That's right. Now, I had to give away some shipping and everything. I still take almost $200.
Sure, why not? Yeah.
What do I do for that $200? Once I have the agreement with the supplier, this is up on, I think, 3 of my websites right now, and it's no big deal, man. They come in. I have the money automatically through the shopping cart. I send an email to the supplier with this guy's address and everything. They ship it out, and then I send them the money that I've already got. See, I've already got this guy's money. I don't have to pay my supplier for 30 days if I don't want to.
See, guys, I guess this is on my desktop. I even showed this. I have this on my desktop all the time. It's always open up, guys. It's always copied. Always copied. It's always highlighted there. This is what I do. I send the PO. I send the last. Here's what I do. I always put the last name of the customer and the date. So today would be Smo. Okay, his name's Joe Smo. So it'd be Smo 052914. So that's a PO number that I can refer back because I know it's the last name and the day I send it. And it's simple as this, guys. It takes a couple minutes. People say, "Oh, well, we'll handle orders. I don't want to do this. Send it out." It takes you like 30 seconds to send the email out, guys. Copy the per customer's name, the name right here. Type that in. Send it, and like Dave said, make a couple $100, make $50. $500
Yeah,
bucks,
for
whatever
like
the profit
5
margin
minutes
is.
work.
Come on. Yeah, right? It's simple as that, guys. It's not really that hard. And I was telling Dave earlier that I've got a product that I import. I actually ship them out myself. And you know what? I make over I make like $52 to $53 each time I pack one of them up. Each time. It takes me about a minute and a half, 2 minutes to pack it up and put a label on it. Think I wouldn't do that all day long? I sell 10 or 12 of this particular product. It's one I import myself. You know, I have manufactured in China myself. I don't mind standing up to the garage for a few minutes and slapping some labels on stuff for $50-some profit each one I sent out the door. Who would, right? I don't have no problem with it. So how did Dave get this product, right? He selected a niche after talking to a friend about his interest in the product, right? He did some simple research on Amazon, eBay, and in some related forums. Asked around and got the information he needed. He contacted some manufacturer by the phone and a verbal handshake contract.
That's right. You know, I've been selling for this particular guy for 7 years now, and we've never exchanged a piece of paper. The only thing that gets it, no, we've never exchanged a single piece of paper. Not a fax, not a anything. I just send this guy emails, he ships product, and I send him money.
Because I'm really big on putting a new website up, and I don't do a lot of them these days, but I've been really successful by putting the sites up and getting ranked pretty quickly and start getting sales on my sites. And let me show you an example. I got a picture. I just want to show you a picture real quick. This domain, I thought I'd register it this year, but I guess I registered at the end of the year. And I'm not going to show you the domain name because I don't want to, let the niche go, right? It's a really niche down product like I showed you a while ago, right? I registered on 10/29 of 2013, so it's been like what 7 months, 6 months, right? 7, 6, something like that. And this, I registered this domain. And I'm the kind of person who likes to get sales quick, guys. I don't like to play games. I don't like to do all that kind of stuff. And I would have put this picture in the slide, but it's so daggone large. Let me show you some sales I'm getting. This is one website, guys, I have out of 36 websites, right? So this site on May 1st, and this is just for May of 2014. I did a report earlier on one of my websites and just pulled the report out real quick. All my sites have report options. Monthly sales, products viewed, products purchased. I've got my customers and orders up here. Super Tracker, I got a cool little system that I use to track people. Anyways, the first I got two. I got one for $99 and $79. Most of these products on my site should sell for $79. Got a few $99 products. Second, the third, 1. This is one website. Keep this in mind, guys. This is one website. I've got like a dozen, 10, maybe 12 of these sites that does really good every month like this. And then the other 20-something, kind of just brings a few sales here and there, but that's not the point. The point is that you have more sites, money keeps coming in, guys. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and it skips days. And we rather don't have anything. I'm transparent. The 7th, I skipped a day, didn't get anything on the 8th, right? Skipped the 10th, then from the 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, didn't get any sales on it, right? 16th, 17th, 19th, I skipped 18th there, and all the way to today, guys. But look, $2,659.67. That's, most of my profit is about 50%. So the profit on margin on that's going to be about 50% on this particular product, maybe just a little bit more, because I like to go for, double my money when I sell something. A lot of my products cost me. So for example, if I was selling for $79, it probably costed me $36 or something like that, right? In that range.
Those are actually, guys, some of you might be looking at that going, well, that's not that much money. But
no.
Guys, that's one site, and Sam doesn't have to do anything.
And that's the site
the
that
money
I
and
started
send
last
an
year.
email.
That's the site that started last year, guys.
That's $1,000 a month at least.
Yeah, it's a little over $1,000 a month, and I didn't just start a site. I don't do anything with it. I mean, just sits there and just collects money. And like I said, I've got close to a dozen sites that does this every month. And I got a couple other sites that does a lot more than this, right? But this is just an example of one product that sells $79. See all the 79s in here, right? There's $199 in here, somewhere towards the top. But almost all the products here are 79, so I try to keep it in that range. I just want to show you guys an example. I'm not trying to brag or anything like that, but you guys, a lot of you guys might be working other jobs and stuff. You need extra, pay car payment, pay your mortgage and that kind of stuff. And this is just like perfect, right? What if you had 3 or 4 of these? That's all you need, right? And just to be able to quit your job and say, heck with you, Joe Smo, the guy you're working for, right? Finding reliable manufacturers, guys, and that's not hard. That's not at all hard, guys. You need to investigate and research competition, right? And you can find them. we talked about this, me and David talked about this. I had a niche product that I wanted to sell, and I couldn't find a manufacturer. So what I did, I called one of the people that's on selling them on the first page of Google. I called them, I asked them right out, guys, where do you get this product from? They told me. How stupid is that? Stupid. But they did. So if you don't ask, you don't never know, right, guys? Research trade shows and merchandise market directories, guys, to easily find reliable manufacturers and stuff, guys. Oh, this is so cool. Let me go ahead. I got to do this. I really didn't want to spend a lot of time on this, but I want to show you guys. Cool. Little technique that I use. Let's say Dallas, and you guys can do this anywhere in the world, right? You can do different markets. So we're going to say merchandise market and say directory. See how it popped down, guys? It's a pretty common search term, but you always want to look for the merchandise market directory. So there's one in Chicago, there's New York, there's Atlanta, there's so many different ones in the States. But the thing is, you can do this anywhere in the world, and I'll give you guys a hint. If you guys live in the UK or Australia or whatever, when you go looking for the marts, you want to use trade shows instead of merchandise mart in Europe. I found that out through all these searches that I've done throughout the years, is that merchandise market, the search term works better in the U.S. and Canada. The search term trade show would work better in the European countries. It always has for me. So let's go here, and I'm going to right-click here, guys. I'm a big right-clicker and open new tab. And so if you're looking for a niche product, and I'm just saying, I don't know what they're selling here and stuff, so you have to really just dig through. And let's give you an example of how easy these people just give stuff away, right? I mean, they give the information completely right there to you. So let's go here and do a little research, company directory. And I want company, I don't want this one. So I'm going to go back here and look again. It's not the exact directory I wanted. And where's it at? I can go through A to Z here, but I'm looking for their main directory where they're showing exhibitors, like exhibit, get started, permanent lease, advertisement. What they're doing is they're showing you manufacturers in here, guys. I'm looking for a niche product so we can find the niche stuff, right? Cool thing about it, they always show the companies and stuff in here, guys. Company information. It's not the exact one I wanted here. Let's go back to Dallas Merchandise Mart, and this right here. Find exhibitors. What you can look through, let's go to Chicago then. Let's do that real quick. Chicago Merchandise Mart directory. Most of these guys will leave their directories right open for you guys, so you just dig in there. But that is not, their site's not coming up, is it? Okay. But trade shows and merchandise market, guys, now we show a lot of that stuff in our courses. Always pay attention to details when investigating a potential manufacturer for your business, right? Negotiate the best pricing and shipping. You can always ask them, guys. That's the whole thing. You need to ask. If you don't ask, you're never going to get the answer, right?
And if you do ask, you'll be amazed at what you get sometimes.
Like I said a while ago, asking about
like your competition telling you where to get their product.
You know what I do too, guys? Yeah. Take a note on this. If you start to deal with manufacturing, you're approved to sell products. Call your rep and say, hey, what's one of the biggest selling products that people sell online of your guys' products? You don't have to ask them, hey, who's selling what online, and ask them to give up other drop ship, other people's dealing with them, right? You don't want to do that. You want to ask them what products are selling really good online for other people that's selling their products, right? And guess what? That's their job to give that information to you, right? You get that information from them, guys. I've never had anybody say, yeah. Find reliable manufacturers, guys. And this is one thing a lot of people talk about. WWB, I ain't gonna say the name. You guys know it is. There's another one out there called DOBA. These guys charge monthly fees, guys, for to use to find the manufacturers for you. And I just don't get it, because what you're doing is you're going right through the middleman. So they're getting their cut of the money. and then they're going to the manufacturer when you can do it yourself just easier. Say if you had a problem with a return or something like that, then you would have to go to the middleman, and then they have to go to the manufacturer. A lot of headaches, guys, a lot of headaches, and there's no sense of ever doing that. Never, never, never.
Well, and not only do they take a cut, they're sitting in between you and the actual source of the equipment. So if there is an issue, or if you need information about an upcoming new product so you can do a pre-launch or something like that, they're just in the way. The middlemen are always just in the way. All they're doing is taking some of your money, and they're not really giving you much for it.
Yep. Be assertive and positive, guys. Always be confident and professional all the time when you're dealing with manufacturers, because that's what you're doing. You're getting a relationship with a business, another company that you want to work with, right? And you pay your bills. So you always be confident, professional, guys. Don't say, I'm so and so, and I like to go hunting on the weekends, and I like to sell your bows and your stuff and for hunters, and just be confident that you can do this, right? And professional at all times when you're talking to manufacturers, right? They like to deal with people that sound like they got a little bit of sense. Not saying you don't. Remember that finding merchandise is not the biggest problem you guys have. Look around the world, there's billions of products available. You just need to know where to get them, right? So if you guys, if there was a $100 bill laying on the ground, are you going to bend over and pick it up? Of course you are. You just need to know where to get the products, guys, and know where to get them. If you look around the world, there's billions of products available, guys. You just need to know where to get them and how to get them. Find the manufacturers. You don't want to never give up, guys. This is the most frustrating part, because it's also the most important part. I had an email of somebody earlier, and they never bought my product, and they bought the Amazing Selling Machine for like $3,500, and they was really frustrated. And I told them, when I finally, they had left their number and everything, and I felt compelled to call them. I hadn't bought my product or anything yet. And, I wanted to call them and told them, they really explained to them that you can't give up so easily. She just bought the product a month ago and started digging into it. And she just really confused on a couple of things. And it's really simple. It's just don't give up and don't get frustrated, guys. We all get a little frustrated from time to time, but you don't want to give up. I always say don't give up, guys, because it's a lot easier than you think to find manufacturers who want to work with you. Simple as that. Back in the day when I started doing it, guys, people looked like I had 3 heads when I went to a trade show or something like that and asked if they drop ship. They'd look like, what's drop shipping? I had to teach them and fill them in, educate them what drop shipping is. Everybody knows what drop shipping is now, right? So it's not that hard. Traffic your website, guys. Number 3, getting traffic to your website. You must have site traffic, whether it's Facebook or YouTube videos or SEO or whatever. You must have site traffic, guys. You have to have interest. You must have trust. Trust is like trust seals. We talk about phone 1-800 number, whatever your phone number is on the top of your website, and your shopping cart, things like that, right? So you want to get your trust, and then you get to sell. That's when you're happy. It's when you get to sell, right? Build it and they will come mentality. Well, I say Dave said it's truly a myth. I kind of think you can build it and they will come if you do it right. But just throwing it out there, nah, it's not going to happen, is it, Dave?
No, it isn't. But, one of the things that we're going to show you guys is what niche to go into and how to put the site together so that it will draw traffic.
Yep.
I'm like Sam. I don't spend any money on advertising. My sites are all just SEO.
You can use social media to source traffic, guys. When I want to boost, and I want to get my site ranked for a particular keyword, I'll go to Fiverr and I'll buy a bunch of $5 videos and I'll throw them up on YouTube. And guess what? This works. God, you would believe. It works, guys. You can throw 3 to 5 videos up pretty quickly, and you can get ranked with the video, and that way you can have the link in your video and then your description and stuff on YouTube. So it's really good. YouTube's a good way to get traffic really quickly, guys. But you can use social media, Facebook, start your little fan page and stuff. And it doesn't take no time to build a fan page, but I'm not really big into social media as much myself. I've got a couple little fan pages. I don't maintain them a whole lot, but social media works a lot, guys, especially videos. It's really, really, really good. It's super, super easy way to get traffic quick, within minutes. Within minutes, seriously. I've had videos ranking within 6 minutes for some pretty good keywords, guys, that start to get traffic quick. And I'll tell you guys one of them I just started getting traffic from is Tarzan. You guys all seen the movies been coming out and stuff? I'm not going to tell you the product. No way, Jose. But I can tell you that I've been ranking it in. I told David what the product was. Was it today or yesterday, Dave?
I think yesterday.
Yeah, and it's a Tarzan product, right? But I'd seen it ahead of time. I was like, oh, it's going to be big. I've been advertising all over TV, and I found the product, and guess what? So, target traffic equals conversions and a higher average sale, right? So if you sell a product that people really want, they're going to buy it, guys. I'm serious. If you sell like a novelty product I was talking about a while ago, I sell a few products not many people sell, and people want it, and I rarely have any customer complaints, anything. Like conversion rates are out the roof because when they come on site, they just want the product, right?
It's exactly right. Guys, don't get hung up on how much traffic. Just make sure that you're getting, just like that says, make sure that you're getting targeted traffic. It's like Sam and I were talking about on one of these webinars the other week. You know, people don't search for discount juicers because they want to buy kitty litter. They want to buy a juicer, right? So, you know, they search for juicer. You set your website up properly. They see your website. They come there. You're going to make some money. One of my main websites, I was looking at my stats today, and it's only done 48,000 page views in the last 90 days, which doesn't seem like that much until you look at the stat right next to it, over $60,000 in orders. So I'm making like $1.25, not for every visitor, but essentially every time someone looks at a page on that website, I'm making $1.25.
The average person that visits, yeah.
Yeah, it's just targeted traffic. You don't need tons and tons of traffic to have a successful e-commerce store.
Yep, that's true.
There's not anyone listening to this this webinar right now that couldn't within a few months have a store up making himself several $100s a month with a real minimum.
Or more. I think
or much more. It just depends on how hard you want to work.
Yeah, exactly.
I can make more money, but I don't want to work that hard. I really don't.
Key number 4, guys, is good customer service. It's really key, guys. Be upfront and honest with your customers. Always, always, always. If you have something that's not in stock at the time, which you hear a lot of war stories, people say, oh, my God, the manufacturer never has anything this stuff in stock. Well, guess what? That's the manufacturer you want to deal with.
Exactly.
I have a few instances here and there. I've got a product right now. It's actually a particular garden statue. It's on the container. It's on its way. I've got a dozen or so back orders right here. You know why? Because I called my customer and said, hey, I'm sorry, it's going to be 2 to 3 weeks before it comes in. They're on their way. I'll put you on a list, and we'll hold it for back order. If you don't, we'll go ahead and cancel your order and give you a refund promptly. You know, no problem. Most 80% of the people, 90% of the people, guys say, I'm willing to wait. No problem. So you just be upfront and honest with your customers, right? Simple as that. Keep track of inventory, right, and listings. And that's not that hard, guys. If you sell a product that's, you know, got a good manufacturer to keep your stuff in stock, you don't have to worry about the listings and inventory is always up there, right? So you want to find products that's not a fad and it's going in and out. It's gone, right? Here today and gone tomorrow. Then you're dealing with the website. It's not selling anything. You don't have a product. See, like I said, contact a customer immediately if I'm on back order or if there's any issue with the order. Always call them. So be upfront and honest, guys. Things will go wrong in any business. That's how, you know, that's how you respond that matters. Dave responds terribly, I think. I called him last night and I was trying to ask my customer. Just kidding. But yeah, I tried to buffalo him. I tried to buffalo him, called him names and everything. But anyways, things will go wrong. So it's just how you should respond in the matter, right? So you just want to be honest and be, you know, straight and courteous to your customers, guys. So things do go wrong. Sometimes you'll get a customer, very rarely, that's irate and hard to deal with. I rarely get them. Dave told me before he rarely gets one like that, right? So
once in a blue moon, you get someone that's really upset. This last thing that's up here right now, this last one, guys, that is the absolute truth. When something goes wrong with an order, you know, you don't want to get all excited and worried about it and everything. Oh, I can't get this gizmo out to this person, you know, and they need it for their mom's birthday. That's not the way to look at it. You've got an opportunity now. You could win a customer for life. The first thing off the bat is people aren't used to getting phone calls from people that they order stuff from on the internet. They're used to going to Amazon or eBay, and it's just a faceless website. They get a call from someone that's actually running the store where they bought something. They love that stuff. And I can't remember the last time I had a customer where there was an issue, and I told them, just tell them up front, well, you know, that's on the truck. It'll be in next week, whatever. They always say, oh, that's okay. Thank you so much for calling.
For calling, yep.
That's right, and you have got a customer for life there. Mm-hmm. Problems aren't problems unless you think they're problems. They're really opportunities.
Yep, you're right, Dave. Simple, really, guys. It's the golden rule, right?
That's right. Whoever's got the gold makes the rules. Oh, wait. No, that's not it. That's not it. It's treat other people the way you'd like to be treated.
Automation outsourcing. I'd like to find me a product that looks like the hand, a little glove. That looks cool, doesn't it? We have a glove that's just kind of like black glove. It had that little hand on it. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Anyways, automation. Automation, it's outsourcing, guys. Outsourcing, that's what automation really is. People get confused sometimes when we talk about automation. So automation, outsourcing, so there's only 24 hours a day, guys. You have to automate and outsource to scale your business. And, you know, you don't have to do it at first, but there's going to be a point where you have to do certain things, right? I have a guy that lists in my products and stuff if I need changes and stuff like that, maybe just descriptions, or I got a few, 100 products I need to put up. I really don't have time to really fool with that much, so I got a guy that does it for me. I pay him like $5.50 an hour. He lives in the Philippines, and does a good job for me and stuff. He's been working for me for a few years, so you need to, find people who do business, help you with your business, guys. You're be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, guys. So you can never be successful on your own. That's the truth. You can only go so far. You can do it, but you're going to be beating yourself to death. For example, when I first started doing this, I had a full-time web designer. I had a computer company back in the 90s, and I had a guy who started building my stuff, a website for me in 2003 when I first started really getting into it. And I just started running the business, but he did the coding for me. But then he quit and stuff, so I had to find somebody else. I found somebody online that helped me a lot, and I learned a lot of code that myself just by playing with it, right? But I found somebody online that helped me out a lot, and she's helped me through the years. And she's really reasonable and stuff, and helped me out a lot. So she's, thankfully, she's been a good one, right? And a lot of people have. I have, programmers that does things for me, little, small jobs here and there. Time equals money, guys. So me and Dave was talking about this too, actually earlier today. What's the most powerful thing you can do right now without the thing that makes you the most money, guys? That's the really thing you need to concentrate on. What is going to make you money?
In the beginning, you'll find that you're doing everything because you're just getting started. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because when you're going to be paying people to do stuff to your website or to list products or whatever later on, it's really nice if you know how to do it too, so you can tell if they're really doing it right.
Yeah. If you don't have enough time, think you have enough time and money to automate, you can still automate, guys. Like I said a while ago, I would get a lot of Fiverr videos made on Fiverr for $5. Drop in a bucket. Take me a long time to make the videos these people's making and stuff. So you do have the money, you can still automate little tasks, banners and stuff like that, little headers for your website, and listing products and stuff like that. Work on your business, not in your business, guys, whenever possible. So work on it to make whatever makes you the most amount of money, right? We need to concentrate on. So who's interested in starting a profitable e-commerce business today, guys, in 2014? I know it's almost the 6 months, it's almost June, but guys, it's right now the perfect time to really get started. You think about it, because the holidays is coming up pretty soon, and once you get ahead, and have everything set up, you'll be raking in, guys, during the holidays. Before that, but you already know everything is, what you need to do and stuff now, right? So I'm looking at the question stuff. Yeah, yes, let's go, Gary, Mike, thanks, Connie. Cool. So let me show you guys this piece of software. It's fast software that separates the best. This is eProspector software, guys, from also Rands on eBay. It discovers entire new product niches you never considered before, and eliminates painful hours of searching for products that are popular, and zero on fast movers for quick sales. So it also delivers deals to test. You can test deals and different products. Let me get the eProspector up here. See what this is. Pretty cool, guys. We'll log in here. And what you can do, this thing here, what this software does, guys, it goes in there and scrapes out, I'm going to do duffel bags. Let's buffle bags. Okay, and I'm just going to do this basic search because I can narrow all this stuff down later. But keep in mind, this software takes a few minutes for it to run, guys. This one scrapes, it's a little bit longer. It pulls up results pretty instantly, but what it's looking for is sold. And what this product, guys, is doing, it's probably want me to update Adobe Air, but what it does, it looks for products that's selling. It'll show how many sold, like for duffel bags, in the last 30 days, how many sold. This is pretty cool stuff. Let's go here and pull. Let's go ahead and see the start pulling results up. And there's 0, 0 on that one, 16 on that one. And some of these will start popping up in hundreds. Guys, but it's still scraping, it's still doing its thing, and it'll start populating results. And this is what you get, to save you time, guys. If you had to do this by hand, it'd take you'd just be forever. It's about impossible to dig all this information out in this kind of time, right? Okay, where we go. This one here, 53 in the last 30 days, guys. So look, I can actually narrow down the price too, guys. If I want to say I want to look for $50 or more. So all the products now are going to be $50 or more. And I can see how many sold. It's $50 or more, right? It doesn't look like that many sold for $50 or more in that category, does it? Most of the duffel bags look like they're cheaper. 4, 27, 53 on that one. One here to look 16. I like to look for the ones that are high, like this one here, 275. I went to a trade show a couple months ago, guys. About 6, 7 weeks ago, maybe, in Vegas. And this guy had these duffel, it wasn't the same exact one, but it looked real familiar, real similar to this one here. And $3 a piece, and they had these backpacks too that was for like $5 a piece. Oh, nice! They're really nice. I could have snagged up on them for $3 a piece and been selling them for $19.99. It looks a lot similar to this one right here. But I'll show you what it does. So you see what it does, guys. It's pretty cool stuff. So you can pull up different categories. Let's go for coffee makers. Coffee maker, all right? I'll do a search on that. More data for coffee makers. And you can literally type in what you want, guys. You can choose a category as well, or subcategory. I like to just go ahead and do a basic search first, and then let it pull the results up, and then I can go from there and sort down. Right? I can see how many sold here, quantity available, time left, and that kind of stuff, and the price. If I'm looking for a higher end product, higher end price product, if I was looking for a home and kitchen area, stuff like that, I might go for $100 plus and try to find stuff that's selling for a higher dollar. Right? Here's one here, Mr. Coffee, 252. Here's a Mr. Coffee, 447. So you can literally, Cuisinart, 119. There we go. Keurig, 172. So you can find a manufacturer to supply these for you guys. You could actually go out there and crush it if you can keep up with the demand here with these other people that sell them, right? So that's our eProspector software. My favorite one's the AC Prospector. God, this is just amazing ninja stuff. It reveals hot selling products on Amazon within seconds. It's really quick software. Ignore slow-moving, low-ranking products to deliver only the best for you. Shows you only the best sellers, guys. Shows you products with staying power, longly, steady sales history. That's what you want. Something's been up there in the top 100 or so for a long time, right? And this delivers products that you have tons of reviews and are guaranteed to be best sellers on Amazon. Let's pull AZ Prospector up here, guys. And these two pieces of software nobody has, but the AZ Prospector is my favorite of all.
I think it's going to be my favorite software of all time too.
Yeah.
I love the way that it just throws away all the stuff you don't want.
Yeah.
And all you're left with is the cream.
There's no typing anything in here, guys, because this defeats the purpose of how the software works. But let's go, for example, I want to go to home and kitchen, right? So let me do a search, and watch how fast this software comes up, guys. This is no slow-moving thing here. This one here will pull up data really quickly. But what it's doing, and you guys can go to Amazon and you can go to the top sellers. We can all do that right now. I can do it right now and show you, right? Let's go do that. Show you. Now what I'll show you is you can't do the same thing without having software to do this kind of stuff, right? I'll show you what this does. Okay, you've got top selling categories. I'm going to go to home and kitchen here, guys. And what this software is doing, plus it does some other ninja stuff, which would take you days or weeks to try to figure out how to do it, what it does. It pulls up any top seller. There's 100 products in each category. So in home and kitchen, it's going to be 100. That's it. That's all they show you, right? 1 through 100. And it shows you top 100 right here. But what the software does, now if I want to go here by price, I'm going to say, I want to sell $25 plus product or $50 plus, right? Right? See how fast that did that? Oh, there's Dave's little pressure washer, right?
There it is.
Okay. Now, guys, you see this right here. It says days in the top 100. 198 days, 142 days, 242, 100, 174, and on and on, 1,333. So if I want to go here and say, I want stuff that's been here for over 500 days, right? Check it out. Quick on the quick, isn't it? Also shows you how many reviews, so you know how many reviews. Now, if you wanted to say, hey, I want this only goes to 2,000, but if you wanted to really narrow down it, guys, it's just like wicked, quick. So
there's an additional bonus to focusing in on these really best-selling products that have a lot of longevity. When you go to the Amazon page for these, there are tons of reviews from customers, and a lot of them have also got their own Q&A sections. And, man, that is all the content you could ever want for your website. You know, and a lot of other people won't be digging through that, and your competition won't dig through that. But you take some of that stuff and just rewrite it real quick, throw it up on your website. You've got really relevant, unique content no one else is ever going to have. Really, just because they're too lazy to do the work. But, you know, with this software right here, all of these products are going to have tons of reviews. They're all going to have question and answer pages.
Yeah, the thing I like about the software, my favorite part so far is this right here, this option right here. Because it's telling me is how long these products has been in the top 100. 1,000+ days, guys. Think about that. That's for years, basically, right? You know they're hot. But the cool thing about it is you can sit there and narrow down these reviews, guys, and say, I only want products that has so many reviews, been up for so many days, and I want a price point of $25 plus, right, or $50 plus, or whatever it is, right? And then I can go out there and try to find that product. See how cool that is, guys? Yeah, it's neat. I love this software. Actually, I was using this software a little bit last year, and I decided to include this package. This software is only about a week and a half old, guys. It's only finally finished up, completely finished up for the market. I had it working for me, but it didn't have all the fancy little ads and stuff, and the colors and all that stuff, too. It's just a basic thing that I used, right?
Well, you just sold me on that software because I just saw something that I sell. You just pulled it up.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, God.
Not only on Amazon, but I've got a website with that stuff on it.
Guys, now you know how easy it is from us telling us how fast it is, how drop-dead simple it can be, just like others, just like you did it. Does that mean you can? Well, sure it does, right? Would you be available immediately to go out and just start? If we turned you out right now and let you go, would you be able to find hot selling product to sell? Yeah.
Maybe.
Good, probably, right? I mean, I wouldn't say you couldn't, because you probably could. Just take a little bit more time, right, without some help and guidance. Know where to find reliable manufacturers and drop shippers, be able to crush it on Amazon, know how to set up stores quickly and easy, and that's really important, guys, to know how to, because a lot of people say, I don't know how to set up a store. Guys, I can show you how to set a store up lickety-split with WordPress and a few free, all free stuff. Quick and easy, guys. Free shopping cart plug-in and everything. Everything. I mean, included all the plugins, how to set up from A to Z, the header, the footer, the pages, and the funnels and everything, and start getting sales right after you get started, guys. Once you get stuff set up, if you turn you guys loose, could you do it without the amazing software and stuff? Probably not likely. More likely scenario is that you go back to doing whatever you're doing before this webinar, right? Go back to digging and trying to figure out what you want to do, right? No special tools and step-by-step training that get you up and quickly running, right? So you guys need to get customers and start getting sales. And even the worst part about it, and I was talking about this earlier, is you just end up throwing in towel and completely giving up, right? I just hate to see people do that. I really do. Once you get started.
I do too. Guys, it's not. Sam and I have been doing this for so long, and we know that we don't have to worry about competing with any of you guys. Not because we're the gods of e-commerce, but because there's so much opportunity. There's so many niches that aren't being chased or properly exploited. There's so many products. There's so many customers. And it's only going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Those of you that are younger, I know you feel like everybody's already in the internet and this is, it's been around forever. Man, that's not the case. It's not the case. Not even everybody in the United States is on the internet, let alone the rest of the planet, man. Yep. It is, it's just growing like crazy, and e-commerce is growing like crazy. There's no reason not to just dip in and ladle out your share of it.
Guys, don't want you to don't let that happen. Don't give up. Don't become a statistic and give up. We don't want you to do that. I just hate to see people do that. It just breaks my heart. You will not fail, guys. Because we're giving you all the tools you need to succeed. I'll show you. This, me and Dave was talking yesterday morning. I said, "You see that comment in there?" And Thomas, I actually got in touch with Thomas today and talked about his product and stuff. It's really amazing stuff. But look, this is our private Facebook group that me and Dave run here.
This is a post from what, day before yesterday?
Yeah, on the 7th, 27th,
yeah.
Right? So I wanted to reach out to Thomas and talk to him and say, exactly, we squared up about his payment processing and stuff, and I really want to know what he did here. And it was just simple techniques that we teach. But he got 4 sales, guys, and said, like, middle of last week, I don't know exactly where he found my sites, but he did, right? So we've got a lot more testimonies and stuff like that of people in our Facebook group right here. Guys, this is a little order. I'm going to show you one product I do. I told you guys before I'm in the collegiate stuff. And I buy like closeouts and stuff from companies, and I'm gonna give you guys a tip. I hope you write this down. I hope you're still on here. You guys are listening to this. College, NFL, anything sports and licensing, Betty Boop, Star Wars stuff or whatever. All these companies have a licensing agreement, and what the licensing agreement is yearly, right? So, for example, if I was, I was so-and-so company, and I had a bunch of Texas Longhorns and all these different college teams, and I had licensing. Well, I have to renew that license every year. If that, that company's not selling a lot of that product, then they won't want to renew the license every year. It's like $2,500 a year per school, plus the royalties, right? And they'll ditch the product. But what happens? They'll try to close that product out for next to nothing to get rid of it, because after that date they can't legally sell it. They have to throw it away, right? The closer it gets to the end of the month, like today's the 29th, and the end of the month is what, tomorrow or whatever. I can wait till the last minute, and these people still have stuff, and I bank and close and get it for nothing. These things here I give $3 a piece for. Sold one yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. $3 a piece, right? And I bought hundreds of these things. Take this Longhorn ceramic mascot figurine. That's all it is. So here's another one.
You kill me with this stuff, man.
I know, right?
People will buy anything.
Earrings, nickel a piece, guys. Nickel a piece, and the necklaces were a dime a piece. All right. I'm selling the 12 sets. I bought 10,000 of them. Okay. I had less than $1,000 in this crap, less than nothing. And I'm selling this stuff. Look here for the prices. $19.99 for 10 cents. It's $1.20. I sell 12 in a box, so it's a whole box. I'm trying to get rid of blow these things out. I don't want to sell one at a time, right? $19.99. It cost me $1.20, and these were nickels, so it cost me 6 cents. I sold for $12.99. It's just put the stuff up there, guys, and you get sales. It's not that hard, really. So what I want to do is give you guys real value and save you $3,000. You guys see the Amazing Selling Machine? I know I've seen a couple of questions come in about Amazon and FBA and that stuff. I know you guys seen it. If you guys know you're interested in e-commerce or anything, you guys seen the Amazing Selling Machine was overpriced. Last time he released it, they just closed it down maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago. Sell $3,500, guys. And then really all you do is teaching Amazon stuff. Only really covers Amazon and white label products, which is white label importing, and white label and putting your own name on your own products, and sell them on Amazon, guys. And that really limits your selling market, right? It loses you a ton of money. That's why me and Dave are really big, and that's why I want to say it again, really big on having our own websites. First thing, that's the most first thing important. Now, if you're getting started and new and you want to get your feet wet, I recommend jumping into eBay first and selling a few things and understand how it works, right? But you don't want to limit your selling market, guys, because you're losing a ton of money if you don't. Our product has way more training than those guys, and I mean way more. We cover anything and everything, guys, and I'm going to show you here in a minute. I'll log in and show you. And our product is software nobody has access to. Only you could get it. So it gives you an advantage over the competition. So I'll call it GoPro Formula. You guys have probably not heard of it because we haven't launched or do anything with it. We're only doing this with a few people on private webinars. And Ryan is a good friend of mine. I've met Ryan a few times. He's come to my events. I've known Ryan maybe 3 years now or so. So he approached me and said, you got anything really going on that's good, kind of e-commerce? My people like e-commerce stuff. And I said, yeah. So it's a complete e-commerce training, guys. You can sell products in lightning speed. I mean, we cover everything. And I'm going to go ahead and log in here in just a minute. You can take action with the easy follow method with this easy software. You can easily build a 6-figure e-commerce business with generate steady income, guys, for years. Easily. 6 figures is easy in e-commerce business. Like Dave was saying earlier, he's done over about $50,000 this month, Dave, already.
Yes, I have.
Oh, that was like a week ago, though.
That was like a week ago. I'm well over that now.
Yeah. So it's not that hard. So let me go ahead and get to the members area here. I want to log in here real quick, and let me go pull this over here. I'll log in, guys, and I'll show you what it looks like in the members area because we cover everything. Not only do we cover Amazon, guys, we cover everything. I'll give you guys a special deal. You guys cannot pass this up. I'm going to show you something that you're going to freak out here in just a minute. When you log in here, guys, we have a private Facebook group, all the training videos and bonuses. Software here, we have AZ Prospector and eProspector Plus, how to use it, most pieces of software, but the most important, guys, is the training stuff right here. E-commerce introduction to e-commerce, guys, covers about how to get started. If you have never really got started, you need to go through this. But what I want to really stress, there's a lot of stuff in here, guys. I don't want to pull everything. There's a lot of information in these modules. Just because there are 12 modules doesn't mean there's a ton of stuff here, guys. The thing is, if you don't want to do white label and import, guys, don't even go to this section. If you want to do bulk surplus liquidations, you don't need to do that because if you're new, you do need to skip these completely. If you just want to build your own store, this is where you start, guys. I don't recommend jumping in all these modules at one time because there's a lot of information you need to decide, and you get your what you need to do right here. With this introduction, this video right here, I explain exactly how to get started and what modules to go through and which ones not to go through, right? It depends on your beginner's level, what your level you feel comfortable at, right? Really important, research for hot niches and market ideas and finding wholesalers. This is really good stuff here, guys. All of it is. Building your own store, guys, step by step by step by step. I don't leave anything out that I could think of. I've had so many people go over it and dig through it and just like, there's everything there that you need. Amazing Selling Machine, guys, does not cover diddly squat compared to what we're covering in this here. And this is just researching for market ideas, not counting, look at this, the resources, guys. Always, I have resources. Anything I talk about in a video is going to be down here in a resource, right? Building your own store, which I said is very important, guys, step by step by step by step. I show you everything. I don't sit there and just say, oh, do this, do that. I actually show you in the videos what to do. And this is a big module, guys. There's a lot of videos in this. It's taking a minute for it to load up. There's so many videos in here. But I show you exactly plugins, give you the plugins. I give you everything. Removing comment boxes and themes and stuff like that. You don't need that when you have a shopping cart. Google Merchant Center is free, so you can always put products on Google, guys. When people go to Google and type in a product, you see Google shopping, easily upload your products there, guys. It's free, so you get free traffic that way. Indexing your site, products, type, descriptions. What you see here, there is 15 plus videos in this one part, plus all the resources and all the other kind of stuff that's in here, right? And this is one cool, important part. I got interviews. We're building upon this. I got another interview to do in a couple of days, or next week. We're going to keep adding this. I told Dave I'm not going to be happy till I have a dozen expert interviews in here on different topics and stuff, right? Amy talks Amazon stuff, really cool. Amy's been doing some ninja stuff with Amazon. Lena does some cool stuff with eBay, and this guy's a master copywriter. He tells you how to write really compelling, titles and stuff for your products and so forth, right? Bonuses, guys. Tons and tons and tons of bonuses here. Extra videos. I'm always adding stuff, and actually got another thing I'm going to add probably next day or so. A free that you guys have heard of Photoshop and all these photo editing stuff. And it's really expensive. I got one you just do right on your website, right here on our website, guys. You just pop out and do your own, just like Photoshop, on photo editing, do your all kinds of edits and stuff right there on the fly in the website. So I'll be adding that. I've already got it made up. I just haven't uploaded stuff, and you guys can go use that. So I keep adding bonuses as I go along, right? And that's it on that, guys. I want to show you. So you guys want to watch over show to see exactly what we do. That's step by step, guys. When we show you step by step. Step 4. This is a special offer only for Ryan's List, guys. It's $4.97. It's a lot cheaper. I said it'd save you $3,000. $4.97 is a worthy investment for you guys. I mean, you guys stuck with it this long, and you guys are definitely interested. It's building yourself up, guys, and doing something with your life and getting out there. $497 is nothing to start making sales. You can easily make your money back in no time flat, just for the information we give you, right? But when you guys sign up, you're protected by 30-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, either way, we're not either, right? I'm not satisfied if you're not satisfied. If you don't like our product, you don't like the way I sound, you think I suck, you just contact us and let us know. We'll return every penny of your investment. I mean, seriously, I want you guys to be happy and know that you got something, worth, giving me money for, right? I could easily sell it for a couple $1,000, guys, and I just refuse to do that. I feel, and I'm not saying anything about Amazing Selling Machine. I actually got into, I've got into it the last time before this launch here. They did it like 6 months ago, the same launch, and I've seen what they had in the system. There's a lot of information there, but it's all covered with Amazon, mostly white label and importing stuff, guys. So you're protected, 100% protected. You have the opportunity to gain, and we lose, right? So this is the most important part. And I didn't tell Ryan about this. This is really cool stuff, guys. Fast action bonuses for you guys tonight. GoPro Formula is one. I've never launched this product. It's all about. GoPro Formula. It's our e-commerce product. I just showed you guys. I could easily sell for $2,000. Outsourcing Formula, $197. It's all outsourcing, guys. I got some ninja interviews with like a dozen people. Ty Cohen, John Jonas. I got a bunch of interviews, not counting a couple dozen videos. Plus, Gig Prospector's in there. Guys, if you don't know what Gig Prospector is, it's a ninja software that I use. I've sold it. Pull it up here real quick. I've sold thousands of copies of this for $47. Same platform, guys, too. Also, our software is built on Adobe Air, guys, so you can use it on Windows or Mac or whatever, right? easy to use, so anybody can use it. I don't know why it took so long to log in. Here we go. Okay, so look for eCover, right? This is save you a lot of time on. I like little tools, guys, that help you out in your business, right? I always like to have little gadgets and stuff to help you. So you do a little search here, and I can pull up. It's kind of seconds, guys. But the cool thing about this, okay, cool thing about it. So I want a positive ratio. I want, I want 100% positive, right? I want a delivery time of less than 5 days, right? And maybe they've been thanked 500 times, right? And they're in the U.S. maybe. So I can choose the country I want to deal with too. Just cool. Nothing in there. Okay, there we go, finally. So I got 2 people here. It's in the U.S. Get to me in less than 5 days. 5,800 and feedback. Check it out. That is awesome, isn't it? Wow.
I kind of think those guys probably deliver, right?
1,000 times thanks. So right off the bat, guys, with a few little clicks, look, I found the best people to do eCover for me, right? I mean, can you find it that fast on yourself? There's no way. But you also get MarketSpark Pro, guys, which sells. You can't even buy MarketSpark Pro anywhere unless you buy Outsourcing Formula. I've only sold a couple dozen Outsourcing Formulas to my list, so it has never been launched. The only way to get the MarketSpark Pro SEO software, guys, and it's sold for $197. It's sold thousands of copies of that as well. But it's the website shut down and everything. It's only bundled up in Outsourcing Formula. Outsourcing Organizer is $27. Never launched that, never sold that. It's only bundled in Outsourcing Formula. It has never been sold anywhere or in the market anywhere. Total $2,500, guys. Took yours today, and here's the link. Don't kid you or bullshit with you guys. I just want to make sure that you, take advantage of what you're getting right now, because we've got a really good offer here, and it's only for Ryan's list right now. Like I said, I'm not launching this. Don't never plan on launching it anywhere to the public. I'll put the link in there for you guys too. But that's it, right, guys? So you can take advantage of it. The bonus, the Outsourcing Formula bonus, will be emailed to you per each sale, so it doesn't come right into GoPro Formula. I'll have to give you the link to get set up for all this software, right? So you'll get MarketSpark Pro, Outsourcing Organizer, which helps you organize your budgets and your people that you outsource to, right? It's a cool little piece of software, guys. You can save all your settings and your budgets and all that kind of stuff for different projects. Gig Prospector and MarketSpark Pro. So there you guys. All this for $497, so you grab it now. Like I said, there's the link. And let's go ask some questions. I know people got.
Well, I've been answering some of them as we go here. Tony wants. Go ahead, Sam.
Let me throw this in before you go. Sorry, I forgot to throw this in there. I got a note over here. We're going to do the four-week hold your hand thing too, guys, for 4 weeks. I think it's going to start next Wednesday. Pretty sure we'll start next Wednesday, and it'll probably be during the day, like 3 o'clock in that range. If you can't make it, then we'll send the replays out. But we're going to do 4 weeks of intense group training and stuff too. So we're kind of keeping this limited. I was going to put only 10 copies here that we're going to sell this, and I'm not sure yet, how we're going to do this. We're going to sell 10, or we're going to sell, how many we're going to do it for Ryan. But just, right there, you can grab it, guys. You're still protected by our, 100% protection guarantee. So if you don't feel like it's worth it, then tell us to go give you a refund. So I'll let you. I'm sorry, Dave. I jumped in.
No, it's okay. It's Tony wants to know if there'll be a replay. He popped in a little bit late, and normally these things are recorded and replayed. I just want to confirm that for him.
I also have I have a little extra something to add here, Sam and Dave. On top of all the bonuses that you guys have offered, anybody that purchases through my list in this particular webinar is also going to get an extra 5-hour training course that's going to teach you about email marketing specifically for e-commerce. And this comes up with 2 bonus ebooks and also a lead sign-up page generator. So this is like an inclusive system that's going to help to supercharge your e-commerce business. This is one particular thing that I think a lot of people are leaving on the table. They're waiting on Amazon or eBay or Google to send them all their visitors, when in fact they can take their repeat customers and continue pushing sales whenever they have a new product release, or to offer them various types of discounts and bonuses and so forth. So I've put together all the training that you guys need, and it's going to be included for anybody that picks up GoPro today.
Wow, man, that's amazing.
Yeah, that dovetails perfectly. Can I have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to share that with you guys.
Is software web-based or Mac Windows? It works for Mac or Windows, Linda. So Adobe Air, I believe in Adobe Air, period. Most everything that I sell is Adobe Air-based. Will the software work in the UK, MG asks. It'll work anywhere. So, do we teach FBA method? Rhonda asked, do we teach FBA method? Oh, sure. The whole Amazon section covers, there's probably a dozen or so videos in there, just covers nothing but Amazon FBA and how to do it right. I mean, actually, guys, I don't play around and jerk around and stuff when I do videos. like I said a while ago, over your shoulder stuff. I don't play games. I want to show you exactly how it is. I list products. I actually list some products in there, and I think I actually go back and show you proof that I got sales off the same products within a few days, right? So, I mean, I actually show you, walk you through exactly the best way to list product, what we need to click on, what you need to watch for, and all that kind of stuff. Everything covered FBA that I know of that I've been using in my business, and Dave's been using still, right? E-commerce still in the fancy. It is. E-commerce, guys, if you're interested, you've been here for, an hour and a half with us, or almost an hour and a half now. I mean, you're definitely interested in e-commerce and stuff, and you've probably already been, some of you have been doing it, some of you haven't. But, if you're really interested in it, you need to take it, and you owe it to yourself to take the next step. And, $500 is a really good investment. Like I said, if you think it's crap, you can get a hold of us and we'll give you a refund. We've sold.
They're not going to think that. Guys, if you're a little bit intimidated by the size of the program and just by how much you're going to be learning, don't worry. You can do it step by step. And I want to point out that, Sam, when you showed the results that one of our students already got, he's already got, what, 4 or 5 sales? You'll notice that the reason that he shared that with us is because he had a question. You also notice that I answered the question. I'm in the Facebook group every day, and so is Sam. Anything that comes up, we're right on top of it. So it's not like you're going to buy this and you're just going to be turned loose and you're going to be out on your own. That's not the case at all. We're going to be doing webinars for you. We've got the Facebook group for you, and we're going to help you succeed. We got to make you succeed. For this product to succeed for us, you have to succeed, and we're going to make it happen.
Lily's talking about how you create page ranking on Amazon. Well, you're going to get sales. I always believe in good writing, good content about your product and stuff. Better than your competition will get you better page rankings on Amazon, and plus getting sales and reviews, right, Lily? Ryan is awesome. Yeah, Ryan's awesome. He's one of the quietest marketers I know. He just kind of keeps to himself.
Well, that's why you think he's awesome, because he lets you talk all the time.
Yeah, I'm not so quiet when you get to know me.
Yeah, right. Tony asked, will it be a replay? Tony, yes, it will. Yes, it will. Last week we had a problem. We did a webinar with somebody, and I got kind of booted off. Like the internet went out towards the end, and Dave went ahead and handled the last few minutes. Do you help pick a niche? Well, Milton, it's just so many different niches. It's really hard to pick a niche, but we give you ways to do, to figure out what niches you need to pick and which ones are good and which ones are bad. We give you a ton of different ideas for niches, different niches that are hot sellers, and we give you a list of niches not so good and just stay the hell away from, right? I see somebody talking about in there about perfume. What was it? Let me see a question. I was going on that topic about finding, niches. And that's not that bad to find hot niches. I showed you right there right off the bat with that software how to find products that's selling hot. And somebody was talking about supplements and stuff. Stay away from them. Millen. Supplements and beauty products. Yeah, I don't know. Supplements for sure.
Competition will eat you alive. And with the supplements especially, anything you sell that people are going to eat, you have liability issues to deal with.
Yep.
I wouldn't do that. Gary wants to know if there's website creation part of the package, of course.
It's all in there. I don't think I've ever left anything out there. I've had Dave completely went to the product months ago, and then we refined it and worked together on getting it all done. I worked on it for months myself, and we went together and make sure there's nothing left out. Guys, I've had a number of big marketers get in there and say, I just can't see anything you've left out on there. We've covered everything. It took 8 months to put it together, guys. 8 months. It took about 5 months just putting my head together and getting everything, because I didn't want to leave anything out for anybody. Sure, there's a lot of information there, but like Dave said, I told you guys earlier, you need to watch the first videos and then understand and explain exactly how to get started. That way you just don't jump into things. I hate seeing people jump into things. They get burned out and they quit. And you don't need to quit. You need to keep going, because e-commerce, guys, is so easy. It's really easy. It's a good business. Like I work maybe an hour a day on my e-commerce business because I've got them all set up. And once you get them set up, it's pretty easy. All you do is just process orders, basically. Simple as that.
I took a nap today.
I do that a lot too, but I haven't lately.
I took an hour and a half nap after lunch.
Deborah asked, do you have drop shipper and you keep some inventory and ship yourself? It depends. I work with a lot of drop shippers, Deborah, but like, for example, I have these garden statues I was talking about a while ago. I'm not going to tell you what kind it is, but it's a garden statue, a particular one. It's really hot right now. I got a bunch of back orders here, but what I did a while back is I contacted the manufacturer I knew was selling them, and I said, listen, I want a couple dozen of these things, right? And what I don't sell on my back orders, I'll keep it. I know they'll sell, right? But I don't like to keep inventory that much if I can help it. And I do inventory some products that I have imported myself. And I actually cover import. Guys, if you're interested in just importing and getting products, I cover all that because I've been doing that a lot. And I've been dealing with, you know, government regulations and all that kind of stuff. And I walk you guys through that stuff. I don't play any games. I don't leave anything out. I also have a whole section on buying closeouts and surplus. Like I'm telling you, buying stuff for a nickel and dime and stuff. Guys, I bought tractor trailer loads of stuff for $2,000. I've banked so much money off that $2,000, and that's just one you know, investment that I made. I've bought a lot of stuff like that, tens of thousands of products. NASCAR, I got into NASCAR years ago, and I bought 8 or 10,000 NASCAR ornaments, and I sold, you know, so I think I get 50 cents a piece for them things, and I sell them on Amazon for $5. I'll ship you. But I'm really big into finding drop shippers who will ship the products out for me. It's a lot easier, right?
It sure is. It sure is. Sometimes, though, you get such a good deal if you'll do, especially on smaller objects. You know, if they're willing to give you a much better percentage if you'll just let them ship a couple dozen to you. Sometimes you get an extra 15 or 20% margin. It's hard to pass up that money. And I'm not above putting together a cardboard box and throwing some peanuts in it with the product, especially not when I'm making 60 or 70 bucks for 3 minutes work.
Yeah. Give you Rhonda's asking, can you send an Amazon customer's email outside of Amazon or only through Amazon? Well, only through Amazon, but I'll give you a tip. Is when you send a product, you ship a product out, I always have an insert in there to ask them, say, hey, you know, if you want, you know, find out more stuff about us later, you know, you want to give them a free gift, guys, you know, a little manual, 5 steps to use your blender better or something like that, or clean your blender or something like that, right? To sign up on your list. I know some people's really crushing it with that and get a lot of people on your list that way. On my own personal websites, I have them on my list already in the back end right there. I can email them out the bat from my system. Amazon, like I said, is different. eBay is different, so you'll have to, if you want to try to collect emails and get them on an autoresponder, then you put something in the package. You go to the website and get something for free, right? Is a website creation part of the package? Yep, it's all in there. Tons of stuff. I'm really big in, I have my own website, so I didn't leave any, you know, completely from the website stuff. It's just all free stuff too, guys. You don't have to buy any themes. You don't have to buy any plugins. You don't have to do anything. It's all WordPress. So you're talking e-commerce worldwide in Australia. Any country, Henry. You can do e-commerce from anywhere.
Yeah, and you can sell to anywhere. I ship all over the world, and if you're sitting in the UK, I see we got a person here with a question about that. Just because you're in the UK doesn't mean that you can't sell to people in the US. I mean, why wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, a lot of people do that.
There's over 300 million people here that don't know what to spend their money on. They're waiting for you to tell them.
Yeah, we have a support desk. Like I said, we're going to be doing a 4-week intensive, you know, group session for you guys. So it's the best time to come in, and you know, we're going to teach you guys some stuff, and you know, answer guys' questions. We want to help you guys out. You know, maybe you might have a question about a domain name. We'll go in there and do a search. We do it right there live for everybody. Help you out. Everybody, we need to help everybody out, and that's one reason our Facebook group you guys will get into too is a cool little community of people sharing ideas, and you know, they're what they're doing good and what they can't figure out and that kind of stuff. We're going to try to help, right? Oni says, unfortunately, I appreciate the President. Unfortunately, I couldn't possibly afford such a system. Well, if you can't afford it, that's fine. If you guys have the money to do it, if you're really interested into it, don't wait, because I'm not going to keep this open. I'm going to raise the price pretty soon. I wanted to raise it to $9.97 pretty soon. That's probably the highest I'll ever sell it for, but I will be raising the price.
I've known Sam for a while.'s not joking.
Yeah. I think it's worth a lot more, especially the information's in here, guys. Do we use WordPress for e-commerce, Sam? I'm training in the course from. I've built quite a few sites with WordPress. I like it with commerce myself. Dave likes the one.
I like hosted systems like Shopify and BigCommerce, Core Commerce. I've got a couple of old Yahoo stores, but I also build e-commerce sites with WordPress. The thing I like about WordPress is you can throw them up really fast.
Yeah, and exactly. And like I said, in the videos in there, guys, there's at least 20-some videos in it's the WordPress site, setting your WordPress site, and all the plugins. I even include the plugins and give you the links to them, and everything, guys. Even all the verbiage stuff to you deal with, orders and how to set stuff up. You shop your cart, test it, and just you name it, it's in there. I don't think I left anything out in there. Yeah, he said I'm in UK, but I've heard dropships are better than the US. It works better. Yeah, so people do. A lot of people work, live in other countries and get US drop shippers and just sell the products online, and they'll ship them out for you. Do you teach how to get traffic in stores like SEO and press releases? Yes, we do. We talk about press releases. And actually, I'll get an interview for you guys with Dan Page. I've got it noted to get a hold of Dan Page to do a press release presentation for you guys, and I'll get a good 30-minute interview with him on press releases. He's a ninja at that. And yes, we talk about traffic SEO. I teach you how to do SEO and basic SEO and how to look at your competition, how to get keywords, guys. And it's really easy. Basic SEO is really easier than you guys think. I'm not an SEO expert at all, not a zero, but I'm pretty successful about getting sites ranked up pretty quickly for just keyword-rich domain name, a little bit of basic SEO on the front page, and it's easy stuff, guys. It's not as hard as you think.
It really isn't. There are a lot of people that charge a lot of money for SEO, but I'm telling you, they don't know any more than Sam and I. They really don't. People are really heavy on theory, but what Sam and I know is what actually works, because it's how we pay our mortgage.
Yep. Your whole traffic system is Google SEO. Oh, yeah. It's all Google friendly. I never had a site slapped in my life. Never. How do you handle vacation? What happens to your websites? Well, they keep running, Monica. They keep making money.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. I think I sent her a text answer. I actually work with my son, and I'm really fortunate that I've got a son who he actually works for us, and he actually works for another internet company too. So he's really into it too. That's another person that's making a living online, is my kid. So he covers for me when I'm on vacation and vice versa. Some guys, depending on how they get their business set up, will just take a notebook with them, and they'll pop into the hotel a couple times a day. Because, man, once the sites are up and running, what are you doing? You're just going to send an email to your supplier.
Yep.
And if your business is so busy, if you're getting 100, 200 orders a day, you've got an employee taking care of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Remember what we said. You don't work in your business. You work on your business. And the more you scale it. That's right.
Yeah, it's nothing like going to the Bahamas somewhere, or Mexico and stuff, to come back from being snorkeling or scuba diving or walking the beach and come back and see, oh, money.
Oh, it's like that every morning.
And it's in the email, right? Oh, yeah, it's like that every morning. They're not trying to brag or anything, guys. A lot of you guys probably, a lot of you guys might be working a regular job and trying to do this part-time. The whole thing is you just start small, figure out how to make $400 or $500 a month really quickly. You can do it really quickly, and just start scaling it quickly. Next thing you know, you're not working for the man anymore. You're working for yourself.
That's the other thing. That's the other thing that we didn't cover it in the presentation, but that's one of the nice things about this is if what you really want to do is just have a nicer car or build up a really good vacation fund or start a college fund for your kid, or you start off and you're making $400 or $500 a month profit, and it's taking you almost no time, and then a little time passes. Now you're making $1,000. You throw up a couple more sites. Now you're making $2,500, $3,000 a month take home. And that's when you start thinking, you know what, maybe I don't need to get up and go to work. Maybe I want to stay in my pajamas all day like Dave. Dude, I'm still wearing the pajamas I woke up in this morning. I should be ashamed, but I'm just not cultured enough to be.
I just thought so much shorts in the dirty clothes while I've been wearing them all week. Not my underwear shorts, my other shorts I was talking about, the holes all over them. I thought I said, I don't know if they stink or not, but I've been wearing them all week, so I need to get washed.
Yeah, you guys got to understand. Sam and I are from the South, which means that we're city enough to have an indoor toilet, but we're country enough to be proud of it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you guys really owe it yourself to, if you're still here and you're interested in the product, I think you should grab it. And just saying, not because I want the money or anything like that. It's just you guys are interested, and it's time to take advantage of it right now. It's cheaper than $3,500 for a product that doesn't give you everything. It's got full of holes, and you get everything you hear. Plus, you get the outsourcing form that goes with it that helps you outsource and automate your business better and stuff too, right? But the main meat here is GoPro Formula, guys. Like I said, this is my flagship. I've done some other e-commerce products in the past. Me and Dave did one 2 or 3 years ago.
Yep.
Me and Dave only did one. I only covered one certain little topic, right? And
That's right.
this is the flagship product, the e-commerce A to Z encyclopedia e-commerce. Guys, I don't leave nothing, just nothing, no stone unturned here. I turned everything over, guys. It's all out there. And like I said, you owe it yourself. $500 is nothing to invest in the business and give you all the hand holding and stuff. Plus, you get 4 weeks and stuff, with this too as well. All the bonuses. And if you don't, like I said, you're protected by the 30-day guarantee, right? Thanks, Clay. Is there a visual for this webinar? I'm not sure what you mean, Royal. Should be able to see the screen. There'll be a replay. Larry, thank you. But I was talking about your timing stuff, guys. I know some of you guys might have family, you got kids, right? And this is the way to do it. This is the way I started doing my thing years ago. Was I was running my own computer company, and what I did is I would come home, you had kids and stuff, so spend time dinner and you got to watch a little TV and stuff. But I would sacrifice an hour or two of sleep every night. That's all you got to do. I mean, you can sacrifice an hour or two, guys. It's not going to kill you. To build your business, to build yourself up, and for your family. Like I said, you owe it to yourself, for your kids and your family. To have vacations, be able to afford cars and all that stuff. But guys, I'm only getting audio. I'm sorry, Roy. I was fortunate enough to within a year and a half or so, I was fortunate enough to be able to pay my house off from this business. So it's not hard to do, and I've got some nice cars, and I have no problems really with money. I'm not rich or anything by any means, but I'm pretty set off. So that's what the business will do for you guys, right? Why don't AZ Software does not have number of sales? Because you can't pull that data off of Amazon. You can't.
It can only scrape what Amazon's putting out.
Yeah, that's why we have the eProspector that does eBay, and then we have the Amazon one, which gives you good data analysis. Basically, what it is of hot selling products. That's basically what the 2 pieces of software does. Is it gives you data analysis that you can't really get without spending probably weeks or something trying to figure it out how to get that data collected together. Because then the next couple of days, that top 100 might be out of the top 100. You've been, all these ones you've been searching for and stuff, because it changes, right? Roy says he's only getting audio. I'm not sure why. You seen the screen, Dave?
I got it. Yeah.
Hey, Gary. Thanks, Gary. Gary said he's in. Cool. And you guys, whenever see come through, when you go register in GoPro Formula, because you'll get a registration link instantly. When I see you register, so be sure you register if you buy. And I'll go in the members area and I'll grab your email address, and then I'll send you the link to Outsourcing Formula. Outsourcing Organizer, MarketSpark Pro, and Gig Prospector are all inside of the system in the members area of Outsourcing Formula. So Outsourcing Formula is a different website than GoPro Formula. Okay? So just keep that in mind. I've had a few people that's bought from us in the past got confused and thought it was all in here, but Outsourcing Formula is a whole different website. And we haven't even launched that product at all to the general public. It's all just private stuff, right? I haven't even done webinars with this product at all. Just sent it to my own list, okay? Like 101 and so on. Nope, Milton, can you get beyond more than 100 ranking? No, all the data that you can scrape is the top 100 that Amazon gives you. That's all.
There's a point to that. We're only interested in the top. We want the cream of the crop.
Clay says, nice ring to it. Thanks, Clay. And I don't like to buffalo and bullshit people. Sorry if people won't let me cuss, but I don't like to I like to be transparent and share everything, guys. I don't, in my business and myself, and if you guys see me on Facebook, I don't, I try to, be just like you, and I am just like you. We're just like each other, right? And I'm going to say it again. I said it earlier that success and having money in a successful business has no discrimination, guys. You can have 3 toes, 4 ears like Dave has, hairy ears. Yeah. And you could be ugly, redheaded, whatever, short, fat, beer belly like me, which I don't drink beer. It doesn't make no difference, guys. You can be successful with e-commerce. Anybody can do it. I know guys doing stuff is blind. Actually, he's blind and making money with e-commerce. Talk about.
You can do it, and this still really is early days. I know it feels like the internet's been around forever, but man, this is early days. This is when you get in.
Linda says, take it easy on redheads. Thanks, Linda. Larry says, nice stuff, guys. I'm considering my schedule next week. I don't know if we're keeping this up much longer. I did a guy last week, actually a week today, and we closed it down. So we closed it down after 7 days for his offer. Like I said, we only do private webinars, and I want to schedule a few more after this. And we're not really. I'm only doing it with people I know really good, and people I trust, like Ryan and stuff. That's got he really likes his list, and he wants people to have good products. He never promotes anybody else's products, I don't think. But
not very often unless it's good.
right. So he's seen that. He seen we had a good product, and like I said, I only want to work with a few people that I trust and I like, and I don't want this information out there. I don't want the software to be in everybody's hands and stuff, right? And that's why it's registered too, guys. So you can't just go give it to your friends and all that kind of stuff. It's not going to work. And I can shut it off at any time, do whatever. But I'm currently paying $97 a month to be the ASM crowd, and I think I can cancel now. $97 a month. Wow. See, I didn't pay for it. They gave me a review copy, when they first launched the first time. I probably still got the
That's brutal. That is brutal.
And you can start with next to nothing, guys. All you really need is hosting. I mean, a hosting account. You got PayPal is free. It costs you. They get a little cut every time you do a sale through PayPal. That's where you kind of consider that kind of stuff, guys. We discuss everything, what you need to figure out on your profit margins and the whole 9 yards. Everything's covered in the course. And seriously, if I left anything out, you need to let me know so I can make a video and put it and get it up.
Well, I've been through the course, and I don't think you did leave much out, if anything. And guys, if he did leave something out, I'm going to be amazed if he or I can't answer the question anyway.
Right.
Between Sam and me, we're talking over 25 years of e-commerce experience. We've seen pretty much everything.
I want to put that link back in there for him again. Put that link in there for him real quick. And let me get that link for you guys. Let's see, who was it talking about? Couldn't see the link. Not sure why. But I'll put it back in there for you guys. If you can't see it, and there it is. And you guys should be able to see it. I don't know why. Let's go back.
I can see it.
Yeah. Okay. GoProforme.com/get/GPF2. And that'll work. You guys have more questions? I think we covered out everything new. I want to try to pressure you guys into buying something you don't need. But like I said, if you guys have been here this long, you're definitely interested. So, like I said, you got a guarantee that if you don't like it, then we'll give your money back. But I guarantee you're going to like it. There's no doubt about it.
Yep. If you guys go ahead and get this will be the best hour and 45 minutes you ever spend on the internet.
And I want to see all your success stories and stuff in the group during our sessions and so forth. I want to see all the success stories. I want to help you guys out. Have a problem. Well, I don't understand how to find this good domain name. I found a product and I just figure out a good domain name. That's the least, guys. That's the simplest thing ever, in my opinion. We can get in the group stuff together and just slap out and find your domain name together with us, right? Really, really easy. All the stuff's easier than you think, guys. Like I said earlier, me and Dave started off, we didn't have anybody really teaching us this stuff. We just kind of just walked through blindly, right? Threw stuff at the wall, see if it stick.
Oh, no, I had an expert. I had a 12-year-old boy. So, say, Dad, look what I'm doing on your computer. Look at this thing. It's called a website. You should build one of these. I said, I don't know how to do that. He said, that's okay. I can do it.
Thanks, Michael. Michael says is it possible to make money in the next 29 days if I follow the instructions to the T? Sure, why not? If you don't, then I would.
Why not? We already got one guy in the Facebook group that made 5 sales.
4 sales.
And 4 sales. And wasn't quite sure how he did it. I guess if you can do it without knowing how you
follow
did
instructions, you can follow instructions. The main thing, Millen, is to figure out which route you want to go. You want to start off with eBay, or if you're a newbie, you've never done anything before, you've never sold really much anything online, start with eBay. I always just say dig for your closets, your garage. I tell you, I give you so many examples where to find products, guys, that you would never think about it. Seriously, I give you so many examples where you can find products that you would actually say, I never would have thought about, never would have thought about. Now, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 examples. I'm talking about lists of them. Ways you can take advantage of stuff, get products for next to nothing. But if you can't do nothing in 29 days, I think I just throw my hands up and give up then. for sure. But you should be able to do it easily.
No, with a month's worth of work, if you applied yourself and worked on this, threw up a little site, put up some eBay listings, you're going to make some money. It's going to be really hard not to.
But if you're already seasoned, you saw a few things, and then I'd start building my own sites, guys, and we can talk about how to you find a product, you start selling it, right? And I'll show you how to clone the site and go over how different domain name on a different server because it's on a different IP address, and how you can get ranked really quickly on, having 4 or 5 different websites for the same product, guys, and dominate the first page of Google. Easy smeezy. That's why I like having my own websites, because I can take over a niche and lickety split.
Well, and it's nice not paying fees to Amazon or eBay too.
That's one reason I started doing that. I sold a lot of stuff on eBay back in the day, and before 2003, I was selling a lot of stuff just doled here and there. Then when I went full time in 2003, I quit selling stuff on because I really wanted more control of my stuff, and I wanted to give so much of the fees out. So if there's a replay, I had missed most of the webinars. JC, yes, there'll be a replay. I'll send it out to Ryan later, and I'll send a reminder out to the webinar thing saying there's a replay out, so I can do that. Millen, thanks. Thanks for coming out. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Still a bunch of people in here. You guys are still on the fence. You need to jump off the fence as quick as you can. It's just an investment in your future. $500 is nothing. I've seen people charge a lot more for a lot less information. And once you see what's in the members area and all the stuff's in there, you'll totally agree that there's more information than you'll ever get on e-commerce and the training and stuff. It's like I said, watch over shoulder, basically holding you by the hand without you feeling my warm skin.
Your skin is cold. Sam's dead, everybody. He's a zombie. So.
Yeah, right. Well, thanks for coming, Joan. Appreciate you coming out. It's always fun. Me and Dave love doing this. We used to do a lot of webinars together, and Dave told me a couple weeks ago, I forgot how fun this is.
That's exactly right.
It's fun. I like teaching people a lot of stuff. I can sit here for hours, guys, and show you stuff. And I can just enjoy the heck out of it. It's just too much time, and I really appreciate you guys coming out and hanging out with me, me and Dave and Ryan tonight, and taking your time. I know it's just sometimes it's painful sitting here listening to somebody and stuff, and showing you different techniques and stuff. But you're here for a reason. You was here because you're interested in e-commerce and so forth, and you spent the time here. So, like I said, this is your opportunity to save $3,000. If they ever open Amazing Selling Machine again, I don't know if they will. They probably will. But it's sold the last time for $3,500. The time before that was for $3,000. Let's keep raising the price. Like I said, it's good information, but it's not. It's just full of holes. It doesn't have everything you need for e-commerce. Like I said, I cover everything in this course. You name it. Ryan, did I ever give you access to it?
Yeah, I've looked that thing over from head to toe, and I've done e-commerce and had $24,000 a month e-commerce businesses running, and there's all kinds of stuff in the members area for GoPro that I had never even thought about to try before. So I'm really curious to kind of go back and put some of those things into use and see how I can make even more improvements to it.
Yeah.
Amazing product though.
Cool, appreciate it. Is there upsell? Is this complete system? Millen, there's no upsell.
There's no upsell because there's nothing else to do.
It's a complete system. I have nothing else to upsell you. I'm giving you the whole kit and caboodle. Seriously. So there's no upsell in this because I wouldn't know what to upsell you. I can do personal coaching, but I'm not much into personal coaching. And why? Is I like people to be able to do things on their own, and that we give you everything in the members area. And when I started doing personal coaching, I used to do it and charge a lot of money. But I got more upset that people wouldn't take charge. So if I was coaching 10 people, I'd have 1 or 2 to do a little hum and this and that. I really want people to do a little bit of stuff, a little bit in their business and advance yourself. And if they're not advancing themselves, I'm not taking advantage of the coaching. Why am I coaching them, right? Sure, I could take your money. That's not what I'm about. I want you to be successful, right?
Yeah.
So
if there is one characteristic that separates people that are successful at this from people that are not, it is taking action.
Yep.
You got to take action. To jump in with both feet, guys. It's not going to be $4.97 much longer.
Nope. But I want to thank you guys for coming out. It's been almost 2 hours, Ryan. Really appreciate you, looking into our system and stuff. I know I give you access before, and you said you went into it and stuff. I wanted to make sure you knew it was a good product and so forth, and that's why you agreed to this webinar. So I want to thank you for sharing, your peeps with us and stuff, and let us, show them what we have.
Really appreciate you guys taking the time to put on this presentation for all of my customers.
Sure.
Awesome stuff tonight.
Yeah, anytime. Dave, thanks for coming out again.
Thank you.
You ugly, four-eared, hairy-looking thing, you.
I know. That's why we don't have video on my end, because we don't want to
Actually,
scare
he's not
off.
bad looking for an old man, guys. He's not bad looking.
That's right. That's right. There's pieces falling off of me, but the ones that are still stuck on work.
I know. I'm the same way. Same way. I start creaking and popping now a lot now, right?
Yep. Well, thanks for coming out, everybody. We really, really appreciate it. And we know it's not easy to give up an hour and a half, 2 hours of your evening to listen to some guys talk about a product. And, gosh, jump in, man. There's nothing else like this out there.
Yep. All right, guys. We appreciate you coming out. We'll have the replay up here shortly. When it gets done rendering, I'll get it out there, and I'll send a reminder through GoToWebinar. And I'll send Ryan a link in case he wants to send it his list. If not, we'll send everybody that did attend the replay through the GoToWebinar system. I can go in there and send an invitation out like it's still a webinar, but it's not. So I'll send that to you guys that way. Everybody have a good night. I'm getting ready to eat some din-din. It's a little late. My wife's come back from the store and stuff, so I'm getting ready to eat some late din-din. Appreciate you guys coming out. Love you, mean it, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye-bye.